Hello everyone, I'm Dennis Wamala with my daughter here. We are here to present to you how schools can use PowerPoint to teach students from home. How schools can use PowerPoint to teach students from home during the COVID-19 lockdown of schools. Right now I'm using PowerPoint to deliver this presentation while you are also viewing me. This feature of PowerPoint is not widely known, yet it is very easy and straightforward. I'm going to teach you how to use it yourself in this video. All you need is a computer in case you know how to use Microsoft Word. Then you already know how to use 80% of Microsoft PowerPoint. Therefore, don't worry. PowerPoint enables you to record PowerPoint enables you to record tutorial videos, allowing you to use pointers, lasers, and highlighters as you are explaining your presentation, while at the same time allowing viewers to see you. Let me give you examples of if I told you want a laser to come, press Ctrl L. So this can help you to point around your notes as you are explaining. If you want a pointer, you press Ctrl P. Pointer is a bit small, yeah, but it also helps. Then if I told you want to highlight your notes, you press Ctrl I. So this is a highlighter in case you want to highlight something. In case you want to change the color of what you are highlighting, the options are available. So the highlighters change color, we can, and so on. Some older versions of PowerPoint may not have the option of viewing the presenter, just like you're seeing me. They only record the voice of the presenter, but the presenter is still able to use pointers, lasers, or highlighters while recording the presentation. Even then, the tutorial remains fantastic and actually takes less storage space. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to use PowerPoint to record tutorials. Let me start with visiting my folder where I kept the tutorial. Let me use coffee, tutorial about coffee. Now this tutorial has 3 slides, as you can see. So you can record these ones as an example. What you do, you go to slideshow, you click on slideshow, and then there comes record slide. So you click on record slide. As you can see, this is where it has taken us. You can see my face here, my face here. So we can continue and press record. Now we can start giving a tutorial. Different stages at which farmers sell their coffee. Red cherries. Let me put a pointer so that, let me use a laser so that red cherries, these are red cherries. The coffee cherries change color from green to red as a sign of ripening. Only red ripe cherries are harvested. Now we got chiboko. These are chiboko. Red cherries are spread in the sun to dry on the tarpaulins or on clean concrete surfaces. Upon drying, the red cherries change color to black and are locally referred to as chiboko. Now we go to the FHU, that is fair average quality. It is also known as green bean and locally it is referred to as kase. So when you get this chiboko coffee and farmers take it to the factory for hulling, what you get is the FHU, or called green bean. Locally it's called kase. Other farmers add more value by grading their coffee. Others roast the coffee. Others grind the roasted coffee. Others pack the coffee. Other farmers, after harvesting, use an entirely different approach called wet processing, which is more common in Arabica growing areas. I have used coffee as an example because I work with Uganda Coffee Development Authority. I am an agriculturalist. You can as well scan the notes and present them on PowerPoint, just like we've done here. Somebody may worry about not being able to draw graphs, maps, and what. You can just scan the notes, take their photo, and then put the image on the PowerPoint and you present it. This can be helpful, especially when it comes to maps and graphs, which may be difficult to draw on a computer. However, having many scanned documents will make the file heavy. Therefore, it is better to type and only use scanned documents where you have to. So at the end of the day, I've finished recording my tutorial. What I do, I press stop, then I press escape. Now we can check whether our tutorial has been recorded. Let us go to slideshow. So from this, we have seen that we have recorded very successfully our tutorial. You can do this yourself, and in case you want to save it, there are many formats in which you can save your tutorial. For example, you go to File, and then you go to Save As. Okay, I'll also save it in this long distance folder. If you want to save it as a PowerPoint, you leave it as a PowerPoint presentation. But you may want to save it as a video so that you can be able to play on DVDs, on phones, on so many. So you go to MP4. This is MPEG-4. You can save it as an MPEG-4. That you can, in case you put it on a flash or anything, it can be played on many on many devices. Okay, hope you have got me there. I'm not going to save it because this was just a tutorial, and saving on MP4 usually takes time and I don't want to go through that. But I guess this has been very helpful and you can do this yourself. Bye. How schools can deliver the recorded tutorials to their students in different parts of the country. Actually, you could be wondering how I was able to record the screen while I was explaining to you. I'm also going to teach you how to do it using PowerPoint. But first, let's talk about delivery of the school material developed. The tutorials can be put on DVDs, flash drives, memory cards, etc., and sent together with the photocopied or printed notes to homes of the students. These visual tutorials can be an addition to the printed or photocopied notes to help students understand the notes better. There are many effective delivery systems in Uganda which not very many people are unfortunately are aware of. For example, Nation Couriers. This is run by the Daily Monitor. They can reach even further than their newspapers can reach. They charge per kilogram. You can send to any person anywhere in the country as long as that person has a phone number. You can send things at less than 10,000 shillings to small towns in faraway districts. You can contact them and they come to your school or home, pick the items and deliver them to the destination at the same cost. Okay, what I'm basically talking about is the delivery of the recorded items, tutorials, or even the printed photocopied papers to the respective students. There are systems which can do this very well, but people don't know them. I've personally used Nation Couriers a lot. That's why I've talked about it. I've delivered different materials, non-school materials, but a lot of materials, and I found them incredibly cheap, amazingly cheap actually, and effective. Other delivery services. Why I brought this is because some students are far where they left school. Now somebody may wonder how can the produce materials reach them. That's why I made this slide. There are other delivery systems like DHL, Post Office, and others. And also within towns, especially the major cities, people can use SafeBorder, Glovo, etc. In case somebody is wondering where they can buy flash disks, memory cards, or what, one can order items while at home using online forums like Jumia. You can buy a flash drive of 32 gigabytes at 20,000 shillings and they deliver at home. Or you can buy from a nearby electronic shop. These are just examples of things you can do. Some of you might have been wondering, how is it possible to record the screen of a computer? So this is another technique which may be helpful, not maybe for tutorials, but you may want to learn it. What you do, when you are in PowerPoint, you go to Insert. When you go to Insert, you go to the extreme right. What it brings an icon called Record Screen. Right now it can't engage because I'm already recording a screen. But what basically happens is when you click it, it starts recording the entire screen. And it also gives you an option of selecting an area of a screen which you want to record in case you want to just record a specific area. And once it's recording, you can do whatever you want with the laptop as if nothing is happening, but yet at the same time it's recording the screen. Now after what happens when after you're done with the recording, it will come to the slide here. So once you move the cursor up here, it will bring this, and then you click on stop, and then the recording will stop like I'm going to do right now. And after it stops, it automatically records itself on the slide. That's also another option of another way you can use PowerPoint.